Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today's video is going to be showcasing no ban list Pauper. So we decided, hey, would it be interesting to see what Pauper would look like without any bans? And let's see if we can break it, or at least play something fun. And in this specific video, I'm going to be covering my version of High Tide that uses the arcane splice combo. And in my other video, I'm going to be covering my red-black storm, which I will link. This deck is pretty funky. The way that it works is it uses psychic puppetry, which says you may tap or untap target permanent, splice onto arcane for blue. And then it combines psychic puppetry with peer through depths and ideas unbound. Peer through depths searches for an instant or sorcery. Ideas unbound draws a bunch of cards. And basically the way this works is for 3 mana, you cast this and untap. And then if we have an island and we play 2 High Tides, High Tide says until end of turn, whenever a player taps an island for mana, that player adds an additional blue. You can peer and puppetry, and that actually is mana neutral. So eventually we want to get to either 3 total High Tides, so every island is producing 4, or find a frantic search and then untap our 3 islands. Just going back a little bit, the banned cards here are Gitaxian Probe, High Tide, and Frantic Search. Gitaxian Probe is pay 1 Phyrexian mana or a blue, so the Phyrexian is paid with 2 life. It says look at target player's hand and draw a card. This gives us perfect information and lets us sequence our spells correctly. And High Tide says until end of turn, whenever a player taps an island for mana, that player adds an additional blue. Frantic Search says draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, untap up to 3 lands. So we'll basically want to get extra cards in our hand with Ideas Unbound or Deep Analysis, then Frantic Search and discard the extra islands that we have. This deck has an infinite loop and kills the opponent with this card Stream of Thought, which says target player mills 4 cards, you shuffle up to 4 cards from your graveyard into your library, and has Replicate. So the point of the deck is that you replicate and you target yourself after casting a bunch of arcane spells, and you loop the arcane spells back into your own deck. So then eventually, if you get down to 0 cards in library, you can Stream of Thought yourself and put back Stream of Thought, Ideas Unbound, and then 1 anything. So usually, let's just do High Tide, for example. So this would be the top of our deck, or this would be our deck afterwards. And then we cast an Ideas Unbound with Psychic Puppetry, we draw 3 cards, we draw these 3 exactly. So that means then we cast Stream of Thought again, we Ideas Unbound, Psychic Puppetry, and then we draw another 3 cards, and those 3 cards will be Stream of Thought, Ideas Unbound, and then whatever we want. So eventually, we could just keep putting back High Tide like that, and looping and looping and looping until our island taps for a bajillion mana, and then we Stream of Thought our opponent, so they have 0 cards in the library, and then we use Deep Analysis, which says target player draws 2 cards, and we make them deck out. We have 2 scrollable instants here in Dispel and Gigadrowse. So my thought is that Gigadrowse can help us fight against blue decks. It will be difficult to beat the blue decks, but hopefully it'll be enough. And I'm just playing 4 1-mana cantrip, or 2 sets of cantrips here with Brainstorm and Ponder, no Preordain, with the Gitaxian Probe basically as a stand-in for the Preordain. Here in the sideboard, we have 2 Gigadrowse for blue decks, 4 Hydroblast for Storm, probably. Not really sure. Or Burn, I'm not really sure. Weather the Storm is like our anti-storm as well, and Moment's Peace is for Infect. So hopefully won't be dying to Infect. But Moment's Peace can also be good against like a Chatterstorm deck, because who knows if they're bringing in, what's his face, Flaring Pain or something. We'll see. That could buy us enough time to go off. And then the way that I'm casting these is I have 1 Snow-Covered Forest and these 4 Ash Barrens. So I should be able to, with all these cantrips, find my Ash Barrens or Forest and be able to cast the Moment's Peace. So that's the deck, and we'll see you in the matches. Okay, here we are with Arcane Tide versus Adept of Terra, and we know that because of how we're doing the pairings that he's on Atog Affinity, so Atogshift Affinity. And I think I'm going to keep this hand. Keep it, and then I'm going to go for Island, and then probably Brainstorm, Upkeep, Fetch, and then we can do another Brainstorm. I basically want to just hold get up to 3 lands. Right now I'm looking for Frantic Search or Psychic Puppetry or Merchant Scroll. Pass. We can also brainstorm and then just use that as a bad cantrip. Um, so let's brainstorm here. We found the Frantic Search and a Ponder. So let's put back Barrens, Barrens. Okay. No shuffle. Cycle. Island. Island. Ponder. And ideas. Okay. So here, I think I want those cards. So I'll just draw through it. Oh man. I'd probably take the High Tide here. Land. Pass. So what am I looking for? Draws a card with Wellspring. Plays a tap land. Okay, so let's brainstorm. Try to make this hand better. Okay. Keep the land. Put back Frantic. Peer through depths. Okay, Merchant Scroll is good. We found the puppetry, so now we can just island and scroll for High Tide. Probably should have kept the Frantic over the Peer through depths because, well, we'll see. Now I need one more High Tide or a Psychic Puppetry. If I have Psychic Puppetry, I can go off at mana neutral. Because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it costs 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nothing. Found ideas unbound. Okay. Passing. Could I expect them to have dispels and stuff? Okay. So far, no banned cards are there. So I've drawn a bunch of cards. If they talk, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, why you do this? Ugh. All right. How many duresses can you have, really? 10? Takes the High Tide. That is fair. That's fair. Wellspring. So they could Metallic Rebuke here. Cast. Okay. No. No. Looking for a deep analysis, probably. We have a Dispel. Let's just loot. Okay, so I think we just keep the scroll. We're gonna discard the Giga Drowse. Discard this and trying to figure out what to discard. Maybe the Frantic? No. So like I said, this is mana neutral here, so that's why I'm going to keep that. And it draws us 3 cards, which is deeper for our Frantics if we find them. I think the problem with this deck that I have is that if I get Duress and stuff, it just have nothing going on. Podcast. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Please no Duress. Blood Fountain. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Version Scroll. High Tide again. Okay, so Podcast. Podcast. So if they have Atog Fling, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Many. It's a lot. Okay. I'm gonna pass. And then I'm gonna use the puppetries as a Giga Drowse, and then I'm gonna High Tide and try to go off that. Okay. The Giga Drowse plan doesn't seem very good. Atog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's over 20. So Fling kills me. So let's look at our sideboard here. Maybe a land would be pretty good. Rainstorm, I guess we just High Tide. Dispel. Do you have another one? Yeah, well, I don't have another answer here. If you have Fling right now, I'm dead. I think I just lose, but we'll see. So many rebukes. 1, 2, 3 so far. So there's one left in the deck. So he should know that I only have my 1 Dispel, and if he wants, then he can just fling me out right now. If he's planning on attacking, I'm going to try to Psychic Puppetry. Tap this. And fling. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I think, guess we just bring in the Hydroblasts and get rid of Dispel Giga Drowse. What else can we get rid of? Maybe 1 Puppetry? Maybe 2 streams is not necessary, or 3. Let's go with that. Getting all the high tides to rest was real bad. We'll go first. Keep, I guess. So we can high tide. We have high tide, we have scroll. So we just have to work around duresses, I guess. And we have the Gataxian probe, so let's just take it easy. Go land drop, turn 2 scroll for high tide. Then we can go land drop, maybe Gataxian probe. Just hope it doesn't have like 60 duresses again. Land, pass. Okay, so it's going to try to pyroblast me. Pass. So the plan is going to be to make a lot of land drops, I guess. Brainstorm. Perfect. More high tides. Probe you. I'm looking to draw a land so that I can just nothing? Okay, so what happens here? Can we win? We're turn 4. So just looking to duress me, I think. Ponder. Still looking for a land. There's a land. Okay, I think we can try to go for it on the next turn. So I just didn't draw anything. High tide? High tide? Deep analysis? Frantic? Discard? Discard? Untap? Untap? Yay, we're doing it! Yeah! Okay, now we get to go high tide. Puppetry. We will take scroll, I guess. And then we're going to go ahead and deep analysis for extra cards. Land. I'm going to shoot myself twice with Stream of Thought. We're going to put back High Tide and then all of my arcanes. Ideas, ideas, peer. Peer, ideas, scroll, frantic. You can go with ponder, frantic. All right. So we know that we're just going to draw some lands that we can discard. And then let's merchant scroll for peer and try to find an ideas unbound. Okay, found the ideas unbound. Now we're doing it. We can cast brainstorm. Put back. And then we can cast frantic because we know, oops, darn. We lost out on some mana there. We can psychic puppetry. Probably not worth it. Let's scroll for peer. And then draw some cards. High tide. Let's go ahead and stream you 2. 1 for me, 2 for you. We're gonna put back stream, peer ideas. Okay. Frantic, high tide. I think we got it. All right. So we fought through a pyro. Unfortunately, they never drew into black mana to kill me. So we did have a third game. Psychic puppetry. Do I want that card in the main? As many as I have. Probably not, because I have all the scrolls. But here, we just need to make land drops. Like, that's the most important thing. I don't expect them to have yard hate. I'll check. So they just have a bunch of pyros. I think the deck is probably fine as is. We could try to weather the storm, but I don't think that's necessary. Just try to lean on Hydroblasts to kill the Atog, and then that'll be good. But they also could have the munitions combo with, so the Hydroblast stops that too. I'm gonna keep it. Just do some setup. Let's see what they're working with. Okay. Wellspring, Rebuke, Seep, Cycle, Rebuke. So we're going to scroll for High Tide. I think I'm going to try to draw land right now. One, two, three, four, five, six. I think he has 2 rebukes. Darn. No cards. Try to draw land here. Did not draw land. Oh, geez. Get rid of the peers and a brainstorm. Cast one of the Thoughtcast. Rest. Disciple. I think we can win if we rip a land, because we can, damn. So what I was thinking is, by ripping a land, we can go high tide, frantic. And then if we get a puppetry or a scroll would be good. They have to take the high tide, right? They did not take the high tide. Let's think this through. Should we go for it? Let's see. High tide. 4. I think we just have to try to win here. What did they take? Duress discards Ponder. So they knew I was waiting on lands. I didn't come here to not go for it. I died. So I can cast Frantic right now, or I can Brainstorm first. Frantic now. Good, discard. Brainstorm. Okay, double deep analysis. Here. Looking for a scroll. Kind of frantic. So I have 7. Can deep analysis. And then frantic. I'm gonna discard deep analysis, hydroblast, untap. Scroll. Puppetry. Okay, that's not great. Brainstorm. Put back this. Put back. Adeptus says GG! I can't believe we got there. We just had to just go for it at that moment. Weird. Pretty cool. We'll see you in the next match. Thanks for checking it out. Here we are in round 2. We're versus Storm. And we have a decent hand if we can find a high tide. Just go ponder into high tide, and then we can go high tide into frantic search. Deep analysis can do a bunch of stuff. We can Giga Drowse them to buy a turn. I think I'm going to keep it. Let's go land into ponder looking for high tide. We can shuffle on upkeep. Probe. Okay, I think I want this. We can brainstorm and then shuffle. Get rid of one land and the Giga Drowse. And just hope they don't have a turn 2. Because I think if we get to our turn 3, we have a decent shot. Especially if we draw a high tide, basically. If we draw a high tide, we'll get there. They're going for it. Just cast Reckless Impulse. Okay. Land. Now I think I'm going to Giga Drowse them. So that Cabal Ritual is not going to be able to be cast unless they have like land, pedal, bunch of stuff going on. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just stop them from going off this turn. Pedal. Saxa for red. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. That's a lot of Rite of Flames. Empty the Warrens. So that's 12 damage. We have 2 turns. I'm going to brainstorm. Put back this and this. Land. Cycle for an island. Let's just probe. Paying 1. Okay, they definitely would have gotten there. Okay. We're going to cast Frantic Search. Discard, discard. Untap, untap, untap. Try again. Discard, discard. Okay, so right now we need to find the high tide. Found it. But, okay. No. High tide. And then we go Frantic Search. We're going to untap 3. Discard, darn, this and this. We're looking for Ideas Unbound now. Or high tide. Oh man. I think I'm going to take the high tide. We're going to go high tide, deep analysis, and we didn't get there. All right, that's okay. On to the next. All right, so they're playing Storm and just attacking. So maybe I'm thinking that Moment's Peace is going to be fine. We just need to buy time. Let me get rid of this. Spell Giga Drowse, Deep Analysis. No, I need the Deep Analysis. I can get rid of one island. One Deep Analysis. No, maybe. I think there was too many Psychic Puppetries probably in my deck. Let's put the island back. No, get rid of it. Okay. Let's go. Try to lean on Moment's Peace here. We're on the play. We can go first, yes. We don't have any lands. Okay, we have the Moment's Peace. We have a High Tide. I'm gonna lean on. I guess we put back the Deep Analysis. Land. Ponder. Found the forest. Okay. So now we just need to get draw a few more lands. Just need a few islands. Probably 3. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay, so we're gonna put back this and this. And then on my upkeep, we'll appear. Worth noting, we can go off with just 1 High Tide and 1 more island, since we have the 4 mana and the pier and ideas and stuff. So we just need to get there. I need them to not go off this turn, basically. Okay, they're gonna go for it. I guess we just yield. All right. Too slow. If I had found a land there in the top 5, it would have been probably fine. So it could have just Moment's Peace. Storm is 4. So first day of class into Empty the Warrens wins here. Deadly Dispute. They're just going after it. They must have it in hand. Okay, okay. Cabal Ritual. All right, what do you have? I'd be surprised to not see them have it right here. Reckless Impulse for Probe. And a land. Cast Probe. Sees my hand has nothing. Okay. Okay, and then what are you going to do next? What's it going to be? Attention. We're waiting on them to decide. Paying costs. Morphos. Okay, so now Empty the Warrens is 20. Pedal. They're thinking a lot, so it seems like they don't have first day of class empty. Maybe they have first day of class, but no Empty the Warrens. They're just trying to go for it, but it's not happening. So if we can't get there, if we live, right? If they spew a bunch of goblins on the board, then we have to pass in Moment's Peace. But we're going to lose because the top two cards are not lands. So I'm not really sure how we can win. I guess we're just banking on them fizzling here. Cast the Chromatic Star. They have enough Storm to kill me if they can do something. Cast Deadly Dispute on the Chromatic Star, drawing 3 cards. Alright. 3 Lotus Petals on the board, basically. 3 mana. This is the time to be playing Galvanic Relay. I wonder if he's gonna fizzle. Okay. Thinking about it. Still has 3 mana. Okay, thinking. Probably the consideration is whether or not to try to draw more cards here. Cast Rite of Flame. I have 1,000,000 mana. I would just double Galvanic Relay here, if you could. 5 cards in hand, no payoffs. 1, 2, 3. Empty the Warrens. Okay, so we just lose, I think. Galvanic Relay? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to just scoop. Because we're Brainstorm locked. Yeah. But, it was close. I think. I tapped out for a Peer Through Blast, and they Peer Through Depths, and they blasted it. The rub-ins. All right, see you in the next match. Welcome to match 3. We are up against 420 Dragon, and we are playing High Tide. He's playing Drake, and the way that deck works is they play Peregrine Drake, and they flicker it with Mnemonic Wall and untap all their lands and make infinite mana, and then kill you with, I think, Rolling Thunder. I could pull up the list in a second. So here's their list. They're going to be playing Peregrine Drake, Archaeomancer, Flicker, and they can make infinite mana, and then, let's see, kill you with a bunch of lightning bolts probably. That seems pretty cool. And we are going to keep this hand. So the point of my deck is to try to go off on like turn 3 or 4, and hopefully they'll be fast enough to get past them. But they're playing a lot of counter spells and stuff. I'm just going to lead on Ponder. And we don't want 3 more islands. Found the High Tide. We might want to Merchant Scroll for Dispel or a Giga Drowse. But they have alright, we can just maybe take it easy. I guess let's see what's going on over there first. Just a bunch of counters. Okay, let's wait until the end of their turn and just cast Peer Through Depths. They Brainstorm. So the Peer Through Depths is going to be looking for Giga Drowse or for Sylvan Island land. Giga Drowse or the Psychic Puppetry. Or another High Tide. Or Frantic Search. There's plenty of options. So they can Brainstorm and then Thought Scour themselves in order to clear the Brainstorm. They went bottom, bottom. Found a land, so they play the island from hand. We're just going to cast Peer and see if it counters. They counter it. I think I want the brainstorm. We can brainstorm and then clear it with the shuffle with the stream of thought. Land, brainstorm. Okay, actually we have much better clears here. So let's go ahead and stream of thought ourselves and see if they counter that. There is, okay, so we're gonna put back stream here, brainstorm, pass. We're pretty close. I think I probably want to scroll for the Gigadrowse though. That counterspell is scaring me. I definitely did not build this deck to be able to beat counters. Alright. We are going to go ahead and get an island. I will brainstorm again. Still just trying to sculpt my hand. Okay, double puppetry is really good. We have the tide. Stream of thought's not necessary. We can get rid of one pier. Play this. Let's go ahead and scroll. And if this gets countered, okay, spell pierce. Fortunate. Darn. Okay. We have I'm going to be drawing a puppetry or a pier through depth, so my turn. I'm going to cast pier on upkeep to get past things. And if they let me resolve this, it's good. And if they don't, I draw the pier. It's not a really big deal. And I'm just back where I started. It's like a time walk for their counterspell. Okay. So that's 2 counters down plus the spell pierce. We have brainstorm in hand still. So, like I was saying in the previous video, if I get High Tide to resolve, I can Ideas Unbound and untap up 2 lands. I'm a little bit nervous that they have more counter magic. So let's peer again. And if they counterspell this, it's like we would probably win the game. Okay, that's our opportunity. Now it's go time. High Tide. I guess he could have foil for days. I don't know what free spell he has. What? Okay. All right, let's stream ourselves. Main deck Pyro, Gigadrowse, pure stream. No, I need the High Tides. Put back the stream, put back High Tide, High Tide. Okay. I can't believe you had the main deck Pyro right then. That's crazy. Peregrine Drake untaps all the lands. Wow. That card's busted. Okay, how can we win here? If we untap and then we cast Ideas Unbound and we draw into our all of our stuff, I guess. I don't know what I can draw into. Cast Archaeomancer. Gets Flicker, infinite mana. Counter, or concede game. So they can draw all of their spells with Augur Volus and then win the game. That's wild. Yikes. That deck is messed up. I can't believe the main deck Pyro really threw me for a loop there. That was just too much. Let's just do this. All right. All right. Let's go. We have the Gig Drowse. We have Dispel. I'm gonna keep. Hopefully we can just chain some islands. Well, that does a thing. So the question is, do I want uh, a blind draw or probe plus a blind draw? And I think I want probe plus a blind draw. Okay, I'm gonna yield until next end step so that I can try to brainstorm at this point when he fetches or whatever. Does nothing. Ah, bummer. Land. Okay. Just cast brainstorm now. Well, that sucks. Scroll brainstorm. He's on that 4 Remora life. Okie dokie. Pass. We can't pay the 4. Ooh. No pyro for you. Pays the upkeep cost. Okay. Alright, so we're just hoping to find a land on the top, I guess, in a couple of turns. That's a nice boiler works. I'm gonna yield. He can continue paying the upkeep cost. I'll get rid of. Damn. Should it be Dispel? I guess so. This is so stupid. I'm getting wrecked. Okay. Draw. Counter, is it? Okay, you got me. I think this is just a beating right now. Just a complete beating. I should have tried to brainstorm on their end step, I guess. Foil island. Wrecked. You just foil me. No. No. Okay. Can I get an island? Or are you gonna foil it? See, if I were him, I would just foil it right now, because there's no point in not doing that. And we are going to concede. Drake. Cruz. Yeah, we're just dead. This was a beating. Sorry. We'll see you in the next match. Round 4 versus Simplify. We're playing High Tide, and he is on, I forget. I think Familiars, Rainbow Familiars. So we have Puppetry, Frantic Search. We have a couple cantrips. We have the Deep Analysis to pitch the Frantic Search, so this seems pretty good. I'm just looking for high tides. So I just probably turn one. I guess I could brainstorm and then ponder shovel. Nice to be on the play here. Well, let's see. I might not want the Giga Drowse, so I'll yield. And then I'm going to draw into the Frantic Search, play Ponder. Draw the Probe, and probe you. Oh man. Okay, so he's gonna go turn to Fam, Cloud of Fairies, Snap, but he doesn't have very many colors. Gets an island. Okay. Island. Astrolabe, that's pretty good. Can't cast the Fam right now though. Is he gonna cast a Familiar? Probably gonna be a Familiar here. And we have the Giga Drowse, so oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Cloud of Fairies. Okay. Oh, I should have Giga Drowsed the Astrolabe in response to the Cloud of Fairies. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. So this is gone. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. Oops. Whoops. I can't untap that. Accidents were made. Mistakes were made. Accidents happened. Can snap the Cloud of Fairies, play Familiar, play Cloud of Fairies, play Familiar, like Galvanic Relay. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, things are happening. Snap is gone. Cloud in hand. Familiar. Cloud of Fairies. Untap. Alright. I can dig it. 3 cards in hand. Familiar. Relay. Okay, what'd you get? They got Familiar, Land, Frantic, Drake, Growth, Relay, Evolving Wilds. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go High Tide, Frantic Search, discard Giga Drowse, discard, I guess this land, the Stream of Thought, probably the Stream of Thought here, untap, 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 play land, Deep Analysis, now we have it, we're doing it, cast High Tide. It taps for 3, so we're going to deep analysis ourselves again. And that's going to draw, so we're going to High Tide again. Probe. What was your last card? The last card was an island. Cast Stream of Thought. Let's Frantic, I guess. We're going to discard Puppetry and Brainstorm. Tap, untap, untap. And then I think I'm going to Stream of Thought myself. Let's just draw some cards first. Merchant Scroll. Now we can scroll, get Pier, cast Pier, untap, untap. Ideas Unbound. There we go. Any order. Yes, yes, yes. Now let's Stream of Thought myself. I'll Stream of Thought you one, me one. We're going to put back Pier, Ideas, Stream, Frantic, and then put back Frantic, High Tide, Scroll, I guess. He asked if I have it. I said it's not deterministic. High Tide, High Tide, Scroll, get Frantic, tap, cast Frantic, discard, discard, untap, untap, untap. Middle one. I'll take the Pier. Any order? Yes, yes, yes. I messed up. Bottom, middle, top. Probe. Any order? Yes, yes, yes. Now I'm looking for the deep analysis. Bottom, middle, top. That's Frantic. We're making lots and lots of mana. Discard, discard. There we go. Okay, Stream of Thought. 9. We point all at the opponent, like this, 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 and then we would just deep analysis them. So we got there. Made so much mana. Whew. Okay. Well, Hydroblast isn't very good. The only thing I can do is just the Dispel and the Giga Drowse, but I think we're just fine where we are. Let's just submit. Okay, we have High Tide, Scroll, Brainstorm, I'm keeping. We're just gonna go land, and then probably Brainstorm, looking for a land. Found a land. So we can put back the Puppetry, and I guess the Ash Barrens. So double puppetry lets me go off. So put back deep analysis, merchant scroll. No. Trying to think of a way to get through all of this. Just draw the scroll. Yeah. So now we're going to draw the scroll, deep analysis on top. Land. We can scroll for tide. Now we have double high tide. If they tap out, they're dead. Okay. Cycle. Merchant scroll. I think I'm gonna get the Giga Drowse. What are they gonna cast? Can they win? Maybe it was better to get Dispel. Frantic Search. Discard Relay and Forest. Tap everything. So my plan is going to be to try to tap all their islands plus the Astro. If I draw another, there's Cloud of Fairies on tap. So seems like they're going for a relay here. That's not good. They only have 3 cards in hand. Seems like I should have kept the Dispel, although it wouldn't work anyway. Cast Relay. So I need to have exactly an island, and then I can win. Scroll. He has Frantic. Well, I guess we see if he has Dispel. I tied? Damn. I don't know if he has the lands in hand or not, so I'm just going to get rid of those. 2 cards in hand. They still have the Frantic, so they probably can win here. They're going to cast the Familiar, and then Frantic, probably. Or they could just cast Frantic first. Cast Frantic. So if I can resolve double high tide, I will win. We kind of have to hope that they spew their hand for a relay and then go from there. Discards Archaeomancer, Evolving Wilds. They have 5 mana available. Can't really afford to use the Astrolabe for the Sunscape Familiar, I guess. 2 cards in hand, so it's just Sunscape Familiar. What? They discard the Familiar? No. It's in. I died. No! Alright, so F6. I think they have. Hmm. They have to. I don't know what they're gonna cast. Cast Astro probably. Cast Frantic Search. Discards Familiar Astro. Oh, that Familiar is in exile. Okay, okay. So they had these in hand, and now they have these in exile. These Astrolabe. 2 cards in hand. We can still go off with just 1 High Tide because we have the double top 3. Two cards in hand. So they need Snap plus Arcane Answer to make infinite mana. What is going to happen? Flicker. Make a ton of mana. Okay. Untap, untap. Arcane Answer, get Flicker. Okay, so that's infinite mana. Draw your deck with Astrolabe. Okay. So right now, I guess they can make infinite mana, get their other Arcane Answer, and then I assume get something like Fireball or Compulsive Research. Okay. So as you can see, this is infinite mana, and now it's GG. We'll see you after post board. Okay. Too many dispels in hand. Wreck me. So the Giga Drowse is not very good, but I guess it's something. Okay. Mulligan. We have High Tide. We can draw 2 cards. I'm keeping. So he accidentally flickered his lands right before I scooped. So the flicker would have been gone and I would have won the game, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. All right, post board. Keep, put back, brainstorm. Okay, Drake, Flicker, Mancer, Search, Island, Island. Wow, risky. Ponder looking for a land. Okay. Uh, so we're drawing the Frantic Search. I mean the Merchant Scroll. Uh, He had no forest. He was relying on having the sprawl. He top decked the forest like a champ. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scroll. Think for puppetry. Okay, yield. Play an island. One unknown in hand. I really probably should have put more just basic lands in my deck because it's been very difficult to draw the lands. I don't know what he's going to be able to cast. If he gets up to 5 mana, okay, let's probe. If he gets up to 5 mana, he can cast Peregrine Drake and Mancer Flicker and then win the game. Okay, we found the island. Six. Okay. Ponder. Frantic Search. I think that's going to do it. So next turn we're going to try to win and hope that he does not draw into a Dispel. Although I guess he could have Dispel off the top from Frantic Search. Let's cast Island. Do I lose? Oh man. I don't think so. 5 mana. Peregrine Drake. Okay. Discards Barrens and Abundant Growth. So I know he has all these cards in hand still. No, not that card. Untaps. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I feel like you play the Arcane Mancer here, right? We can just flicker. Let's see, 4 mana. Flicker here, 5. Untap. I don't know. Okay. 4, 2, 3, 4. That's still not it, right? He only has 6. He has 6 mana now. He can cast Arcane Mancer, get back Flicker. If he has one more land, but it's only turn 3, so he can't play another land. So he'd have to have a Flicker or a Cloud of Fairies. Pass. We're probably going to simply lose here, I guess. And this is pretty brutal. This card's Familiar, Abundant Growth. Still has Arcane Mancer in hand. Land. High Tide. Angry face. Okay. Uh, Brainstorm. So we might have to just Psychic Puppetry the land, try to not let them have that mana. Frantic Search can discard Deep Analysis, then I can cast it. But he could have another Dispel. But he didn't have a Dispel before. Frantic Search. Ooh, I have a Dispel now. Discard Deep Analysis. Land. Didn't have a Dispel before. Deep Analysis. I found a High Tide. Okay, so this is tough. I think I'm just gonna try to Dispel the Flicker. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Got the Cloud of Fairies. Okay. 5 mana. What's left? This is gonna be tight. Arcane Answer. Oh man. This is it. This is our moment. Gets back Flicker. Here's a one of. Touche. Yeah, finally. Okay. Now it's my chance. Two. Cast High Tide. We just appear here. We can, let's see, we can Brainstorm and then Stream and then Frantic. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm just going Frantic here. Okay, we're going to discard Stream, Brainstorm, untap, untap, untap. And then we're looking for Ideas Unbound now. Here. Bottom, top. Looking for Ideas Unbound or Deep Analysis. Found Ideas Unbound. Okay, High Tide. Let's Stream of Thought ourselves. We're gonna put back stream peer ideas, and put back peer. Just anything that gets me more arcanes. Peer, scroll, scroll. Frantic. We don't need this puppetry now necessarily. Discard. Discard. Come on back. Okay, Deep Analysis. land, deep analysis, say the last one, brainstorm. Okay, now we have lots and lots and lots going on, so I think that's going to be the game. Let's put back brainstorm, let's put back probe, brainstorm. Yeah, we got it. Ah, man, that was a crazy match. Got that one of dispel, he had his dispel, we're just back and forth. See you in the next one. Okay, round 5, I'm playing High Tide versus Ponderous. He's playing mono black control. We're playing mono blue, and we're just going to keep, we need to keep making land drops, and then we want to just get past his like sinkholes and Hymnotorox and stuff. Just make land drops, make land drops, make land drops, eventually win the game. There's a lot of removal in his deck that he can't like do anything about. So let's probe. See how hosed we are. We have Duress, Ritual, Torok, Snuff Out, Swamp. Okay, that's bad. We have Deep Analysis to rebuild though. Sure. Hopefully he doesn't take the lands. Please don't take the lands. The best discards for us would be Brainstorm, Deep Analysis. So you can just Duress us. Just swap into Dark Ritual, Duress, Hymnotorox. Will that be enough? This makes the Hymn more likely to take the lands, which sucks. Okay, not the worst. Ponder. I'll just take the land. Okay. That was probably the best scenario. Although I guess if we were stuck with the deep analysis, or the high tide, it would have been better. Or what am I talking about? If we were stuck with the island, it would have been better because we would have been more likely to be able to find another land because we had to search for it, so it thinned the deck. So do I want these? I'm eventually going to want ideas. So we played him, Dark Ritual, Duress, Probe. Duress takes Scroll. So we're just going to play an Angler. Okay, so we're on a clock now. Brainstorm. There's a High Tide. Back ideas. Here. Hmm. So I just realized that I can actually peer and tap. It's annoying. To get by myself one more turn. Darn. All of these are kind of wanted here. If I take the High Tide, I am kind of hosed. If I take the Frantic Search, I can probably get there in one turn. Yes. So this puts us to 10. Double puppetry. Okay, I'm going to pass, and then just hope they don't draw something nutty. 6. Well, that didn't work out. Okay, it puts me to double frantic. Okay. Discard, discard. Well, that didn't work out. Frantic search again. I guess I discard the 2 puppetries, or just 1 puppetry. I have to cast a deep analysis from hand. Now I'm looking for exactly an arcane spell. Found it. Brainstorm? So now we lose. All right. Classic mono black. I'm gonna get rid of this Giga Drowse for a forest. I don't think Dispel matters. Maybe I'll just bring in a Moment's Peace. Probably get rid of a Puppetry. Let's just bring in 2 Weather the Storms. Can't get rid of the Stream of Thought probably. But basically I'm just going up on lands because of the sinkhole and the hymns. Not just the mono black in no ban list is just like, okay, nobody gets to play the game. It's pretty brutal. I'm not really sure how you would get around that. Maybe if you were playing Delver, you could just daze them out. 2 psychic puppetries. Yeah, I think we're fine. We will be on the play. Keep. So if he duresses me, I can brainstorm and then put back the puppetry. Keep these 2 in hand. Kind of looking for lands. Heat bug. Fun. Okay. Let's brainstorm now. Okay, that didn't work out. There's the Weather the Storm. So I can actually Ideas Unbound, discard Deep Analysis, and Weather the Storm here. Hopefully make a land drop. It's gonna sinkhole. That was fun. Dark Ritual, Angler, just sinkhole the other land. Angler. Right. I think I'm going to Ideas Unbound, discard, cancel, 6. Discard, discard. So I can go off if I get one more high tide. Probably should have discarded the other Weathered Storm. Probe, Swamp, Monarch. 5. Okay. Closer. Okay. We can attempt to go for it now. It's probably worth doing. So we can scroll for another peer, or we can scroll. Yeah, let's scroll for Frantic. Discard, discard. Tap, untap, untap. Brainstorm. Put back these two. High tide. Scroll. So I'm gonna get peer. So it's still kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. Looking for ideas unbound. Man. So Frantic Search, we're on 3 now, so we can discard the Psychic Puppetry. Take the Frantic. Okay, we fizzled. See you in the next match. Let's see if we can get anything. Probe, high tide. Man, I probably should have just gotten the pier. Oh well. See you in the next one. We're on match 6 versus Raptor 56, and we are facing Mono Blue Delver with Mono Blue Arcane Tide. And what we want to do here is make land drops and cantrip until we have the full combo and we can just overwhelm them. So I'm going to keep. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of Early Ninja. Because land into Preordain. So going bottom bottom. I'm going to land Ponder. Looking for High Tide. Don't want that. Do want these. Cast a Cloud of Fairies. So now he has Sprite for 2. I think I'm gonna just well, I could cast Ideas Unbound and discard Deep Analysis, Stream of Thought, and the land. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, so he knows what we're working with. That's not good for me. He knows the hide, or that the high tide's in hand. I'm going to try to get to 4 lands and play Deep Analysis for hardcast. What I had forgotten was that Frantic Search actually is just card neutral. It's draw 2, discard 2. So without extra cards in your hand, you're not doing very much there. Yikes. Oh, wow. Okay, so if he has foil or daze? He could have daze, and I can't really win through that. Wow, that's brutal. Jeez. I can pay for days, but I can't beat foil. Double days? Alright, GG. Man, damn. Suck. Okay. I mean, I guess that's not the end of the world. It's pretty bad, but it's not the end of the world. So we're going to cast Deep Analysis. I don't know how we're beating this. I guess we're ahead on land drops. He's doing 4 damage a turn. Brutal. I'd have to get my Giga Drowse in hand plus another High Tide. Really? Oh my god. High Tide right now would be okay. Island, Deep Analysis. Oh my god. Why? Jeez. This deck is brutal. Okay, getting wrecked. I don't have any sideboards for this either. I just have Giga Drowse. Can't beat X 15 Dazes. Place Cloud of Fairies. Okay. Counters anything I do. It's counter for Frantic Search. Alright. It's probably just gonna. Is this a good hand or a normal hand? Probe, probe, probe. Daze, daze, daze. Cloud of Fairies. So he's already played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 banned cards. Brainstorm. Jeez. Uh, put these back. Cycle. I mean, we have 5 lands in play, so we didn't die immediately, but I'm expecting another daze. Just cast 4. Okay. Oh my god. Free spells. All these free counters are insane. Wow. Giga Drowse, please. Get rid of the 1 puppetry, 1 stream of thought. That was really nuts. Maybe I bring in another land. Hmm. Over to spell. But he just has so many free spells. Eh, okay. Now we're on the play, and we're going to play first for sure. Mulligan. Keep. We have the Dispel. Frantic is probably not what we want right now. We just want lands. Plays Delver. Okay, we found High Tide. Rogu. So he has Spell Stutter, Gush, Brainstorm. So with the 2 Spell Stutters, I guess I don't want the Dispel right now. And I don't want the Probe. So I'm going to try to work into a point where I can cast Deep Analysis. He doesn't flip. Both of the spells are right. I'm just going to pass. And then I will pass again and cast Deep Analysis. reveals days, so we can't cast Deep Analysis this turn. Although I guess him casting days is not the worst because uh, he'll only be able to cast one counter on the next turn. Or I could Frantic right now and discard Deep Analysis Island and then cast Deep Analysis. Okay. Foil again. Days. He played the 2 islands. So we're going to take 4. Let's brainstorm. So if this resolves, okay, no. Didn't get what I wanted. Put back here and ponder. 4 damage. Ponder for a land. Okay, sprites it. Okay. I'm taking 5. So Gigadrow's here. I don't think I can win. Try to keep him off of counter spells. Right. I think Frantic Search was not good in my deck. Not good. Not what I wanted to be doing. I needed more lands. Okay, so High Tide. Concede. Good games. Too strong. See you in the next match. Okay, we're in match 7, our final match, playing High Tide. We're looking to pick it up and try to win some games. So we have the High Tide, we have part of Arcanes. I'm going to keep it. Taxing Probe is just a counter, nice little cantrip here. And then we have Brainstorm plus Ash Barrens to hopefully fix it up. If he goes for him, I might consider playing Brainstorm. So let's see what he's got going on. Land him Slayer Snuff Out. Okay. Pass. Probably gonna hit me. I don't see why he wouldn't do that. What would we keep in our hand? Probably Frantic. Put this back. Back the scroll. Put back the land maybe. Just need lost lands to get past all this discard. So plays a swamp, plays Dark Ritual. I'm going to Brainstorm. I want to put back High Tide and ideas, I guess. No. Crap. That was a bad idea. Oh no. Okay. It worked out. It's fine. That didn't actually work out. Sorry. I wanted that tide. Whoops. Okay, put these two back. Play this. Pass. So we'll just hold up the spell. And then, okay, Secret Square. Just has the stuff out in hand. It's a land, and the land goes into the play, into the battlefield. Right? Okay, we take two. No big deal. Cycle, island, play island, merchant scroll. I'm gonna get high tide. Pass. So we get high tide, frantic search, and then high tide, ideas, frantic search. Not sure. Rainstorm, looking for a land. Had two lands. Okay, play this island. I'm gonna, let's see. High tide, frantic search, discard those two cards. Ideas unbound, then frantic search. Okay, let's try that. Let's just go for it. Discard, discard. Untap, untap, untap. Ideas unbound. Ponder. So we have the puppetry and the scroll. No. Okay, ponder into the scroll. I think there's two cards I can discard here, so I'm gonna frantic search, discard island, ponder, tap, untap, untap, merchant scroll, looking for pier. We're gonna pier, and here, that's mana neutral. Find puppetry. Let's merchant scroll again. So right now we're looking for ideas unbound. Here. There's the ideas. So now if we draw excess cards, we can just use the frantic to ditch them. We get to go pro view. Giga draw is not helpful. So I guess we just high tide. Oh, I should have kept the Giga draws. High tide there to discard. And, discard this and this, I guess. Tap, untap, untap. Brainstorm. Oh god. Draw two. Okay. Sketchy. Okay, we found the stream of thought. Each one taps for 4. So I can stream of thought myself twice. We're gonna put back ideas, stream, here, ideas, and then ideas, 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 here. Okay, and ponder and hope. Found the ideas. Okay. So let's dismiss these. Then we can start actually doing stuff. So here. Take the ideas around. Looking for the stream now. Oh no, let's take the ideas. More cards is better. We are at a bunch of mana. Get frantic. Discard, discard, untap, untap, untap. And then we're going to cast Pier. Get those other ideas. So that worked. Okay, 36. Probe you once, probe the stream you 0. Okay, so we're gonna put back ideas, stream, high tide. Okay. And this is the deterministic loop. So we just go high tide, stream you 1, 0, okay. Back stream, ideas, high tide. Okay. And then do it again. And then we're gonna high tide again. And then this should be enough, right? So let's do it one more time. Okay. And draw them. And stream out the opponent. Well, it's just untap. High tide. Stream you. 9. Okay. Six. Just point them all at the opponent. Whee! And we just put back a bunch of stuff so we don't lose decking somehow. There goes their library. Okay, and deep analysis. There we go. We won a game. I feel good. They just couldn't beat us there. Sinkholes are going to be a problem, all the terraces. So let's bring in a land and cut a Gigadrowse. I don't think that matters. Go submit. So do we keep? We only have one land. If we get Sinkholed, we're hosed. I'm going to keep anyway. Let's do it. The best possible scenario would be Hymn to Torak, discarding Deep Analysis and Pier, I guess. And then I ponder into High Tide and all the good stuff. Emol's 5? 6. Even Reckoner Raid. Island. Robio. Lose a life. He has Icequake, Sign of Blood. Okay, so we need. Okay, we're gonna draw the Ponder, cycle for an island, and then ponder for hopefully an island. Plays a land. Sign of Blood himself. Okay. Island. Play the island. Ponder. Any order? Looking for lands. Well, it was nice knowing us. Okay, pass. Nice quake. Sinkhole. Okay, so we're definitely dead here. Probe. Brainstorm looking for a land. Down the land. Put back. Here. Here. Then land. Ponder. Looking for land. 6. Are we going to somehow take this? No, Wrench Mind. Wrench Mind. Okay, there goes my land. What? Ponder. Looking for a land. Found a land. No land. So hopefully we can brainstorm and find a land, but we don't. So let's just, I think they got it. We'll go to the next game. All right, so he's on the heavy land destruction plan. How can we get past that? Guess we just bring in a couple of Weather the Storms, get rid of the Dispel, get rid of the Puppetry. So the plan is just going to be to eventually win and hopefully gain some life with Weather the Storm, and then make land drops eventually. Yes. Okay, keep. So we can brainstorm Stream of Thought ourselves. I don't know if that's worth it. Duress, Wrench Mind. Okay. Pass, I guess. We have 2 lands. So playing on this Ice Quake, plays land. Gonna lead on to rest probably. I expect, anyway. And then we're looking for a deep analysis. Okay, no. I guess I just pass. Land. Wrench Mind is gonna hose me. I think I try to find a deep analysis. Found High Tide. Unfortunately, we can't save it, so he's just gonna duress it. Sinkhole as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this doesn't feel very good. Goes with the duress for the High Tide. We're looking to just continuously make land drops. Land drop, land drop, land drop. Can we get there? Takes a brainstorm. Surprising. Okay, just another duress. I only had 1, but who knows? Stream of thought, me. Looking for brainstorm. Like this. I have brainstorms. Oh no. I guess I could puppetry. I think I hosed anyway. Wrench Mine. Wrench Mine's gonna get me. Maybe I just lay out everything and then let the discard happen and try to draw into a deep analysis to claw back. Seems okay. Wrench Mind. Yeah, that seems like a plan. Is a plan. Okay, dealing 4 turn. Bad news. I should have played the forest. Actually, it's a single, so it might work. Might work. He messed up and actually tapped his creature, so we have the clock taken down a little bit. Gets my land. Okay, there's a deep analysis. Found High Tide Ponder. Okay, let's see if he destroys my forest. Played the Ice Quake already. If he doesn't destroy the forest, we could potentially ponder into the Weather the Storm. If he does destroy the forest, we still have a chance, because we have two draw steps. Destroys the forest, okay. Sinkhole, sinkhole. Come on! Why's it gotta be like that? Ponder for a land? So we only really need 3 lands to win, but we're not going to be able to cast Deep Analysis from the graveyard this way. So I guess we just go High Tide Ponder, and then pray. I don't know how we could win from that. High Tide Ponder. Take 4. It's just too, like, obviously. Alright, you got me. I don't think it's possible to win off of this very few lands. Ponder. What would we have seen? Ideas. So we would have gone High Tide. Nothing. We've had 4 mana. Ideas. And we lose. Okay, well, I think that mono black and mono blue are very bad matches for this deck, so turns out that maybe this was a bad call. Anyway, it was fun. Thanks for watching.